Hi, everybody. Tuck Shoddy here. This is my 18th take because I keep effing it up. So the first thing is that I've been sick since this isolation. Second thing, I've been at work. Fourth thing, girlfriend. So that's about it, really. I'm mostly be focusing on my rap career also. It's not really a career, it's kind of like a hobby, and I like doing it. I like talking about the real stuff, the real part of me. You know? I think it's important to be real with people. But I feel like people are not real anymore. They like to pretend to be real, like to pretend to connect with people. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to give it how it is. So the first part we're going to talk about is falling in love and how I think love should work. So the first thing is that you fall in love, okay? Falling in love is basically allowing yourself to be vulnerable for a individual. You fall in love for who they are, fall in love with the chemistry you have between each other, the personality, how the body is, the mind is, the heart is, the soul, and every part of it. But I think there is a risk in this because when you fall in love, you don't know how long it's going to last. You don't know what will happen or when it's going to happen. You don't know if this is going to be forever. You don't know the inability in the sense that you don't know what's going to happen in the future. I think that most of us think about these things. We think about the future. I think about the future a lot. I don't know about you, but I think it's an important part of us humans to really think about these things, you know? So we fall in love, right? We draw a line, we put the pros. I think what we should do now, okay, is people put the pros and cons. And then write the person's name and then say, this is a good part about them, this is a bad part about them, this is a good part about them, this is a bad part about them. And then you, from these things, you'll be able to judge and say, this is worth it going through it. Or you end up saying, nah, I don't care, and I'm going to try anyways, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on you, the individual, depending on the outcome of it, depending on the duration of it. I feel that love is a part of you. It's a part of the soul, if you will, because you as human beings are made to interchange with one another, men and female. We are made somehow, which I don't understand this, somehow you connect with someone on a deeper level, which, okay, I get that. I think that makes sense, right? Right? I think it does. What do you think? Comment below. Let me know what you think of love is. What do you people define of love is? Because I feel like there is a massive issue with TV and movies on what they think love is and what they think it is. But in reality, love does not work like that. I believe this is how I think love works. So when you meet someone, automatically, for a man, it's lust. It's like, okay, she's beautiful, she's got an amazing figure, look how she is. Women know that us men are visual. And then you see the female, she looks at you, she's like, okay, I see him. Now let's find out, is he worth it? Do you have a future with him? All these questions. And from that, you can see how love works. At that point, I think that people need... Okay, yeah, sorry, I forgot. So last, and then you sit down together, communicate, go out, do other stuff together. And you form a bond, but it is still lust. There's still lust roaming around, you know? It hasn't forgot. You haven't forgot it's there. It's still there. And then when eventually, let's say like a month in, lust is still there. Lust can last a very, very long time. That's why I think that marriages fall apart. because lust has been with them for so long that when the lust disappears, and then they're like, oh no, I have to actually make it work, even though I don't feel love, but the love is there. There is different, I think, stages of love. There's love as in affection, touching, and all stuff like that. And then there's love as in duration, the effort you put in, everything you put into it. That's what I think love is. What do you think love is? Let me know in the comment below. And then from this, it shows what love is. Love is what I think a very important part of a society, a very important part of humans. But then you have an issue where you think love is lust and lust is love. Yeah, we have an issue where we don't know what's what. And you have to really ask yourself, okay, when you see someone, what is your thought? What do you think when you see someone? Is it lust? Or is it love? Or do you think about the effort that has to be put in? Eventually, the lust will disappear and then the real work has to go in. It's like music, the real work has to go in. Life, the real work has to go in. It is determined on the bond, determining the outcome of how a relationship will function. I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think. Comment below and let me know what you think anyway. It is what I think. And I think that there is a false sense or pretense of what love is, but there's only a certain amount of people who understand it. I reckon 1.2% of people will know what love is. Because seems to be this ideology that we all believe what love is. I think that we've all forgot what love is and we seriously focus on the fake love. That's like love that's not really real. It's not gonna last. And no wonder why when eventually someone sleeps with someone, they just disappear. Because it was lust. And they don't want to put in the effort in, they don't want to put in the work in. People are afraid to commit. They are afraid to commit. And it comes in different forms. And when it comes in different forms, it seems to make rapid. It seems to make it very rapid. Your logic seems to disappear at that point, and your emotional intelligence disappears, and it seems to be that an issue with most of us, that we're not real with ourselves. It is an issue that we need to really reflect on. So the one thing I want you to take away from this is that what do you think love is? What do you think the balance of love is? Do you think lust is love? Or do you think love is lust? Tell me what you think the difference is. And tell me what you think the stages are. Because I believe that we're in a world where love is there, but we trade it in for lust. And that's what ruins relationships after a while. Because if you're constantly just lusting after them, eventually it's going to get exhausting. Eventually it's just going to die down and it's going to need actual work, as I said before. And I think that people abuse love in a sense of, you think you've been with that person for so long, then they do something, let's say like cheat, and you feel betrayed because lust decided to control who they are, control them in every single way. And the outcome of that is pain. The pain comes from the person and the actions that they have displayed. The actions of being wrong. The actions of going through with an action of sort with another individual. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, everybody, comment, like, subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.